Nix from the pocket, throws, knocked away by Horn, incomplete.
Play action, Garantano chased from the pocket. Great help block, and Garantano uncorks it deep. It is knocked away at the last second by Jaycee Horn.
Snap to Nix. Sidearms it, and it's picked off by Jaycee Horn, taking it back with a second interception of the game.
Number 3 is Jaycee Horn from South Carolina. I know a lot of people have Caleb Farley. I'm worried about the disc issue. I'm concerned about him. I love Jaycee Horn. When I watch Jaycee Horn, I see potentially, because I know it's a lofty comp, Jalen Ramsey 2.0. And part of the reason for that is you watch how they used Jaycee Horn. You watch that game against Florida. He's covering Kyle Pitts, right? Your most dangerous tight end offensive weapon. He's matched on Kyle Pitts. Early in the game on the boundary, he's pressing him. He's riding him into the sideline. It takes a perfect throw to beat the coverage. He's hovered over him when he's in line next to the tackle. Pitts catches a touchdown on a slant route in the red zone against another defender. And it seemed like after that moment, South Carolina just said, wherever 84 goes, you go. That's your guy. So you're talking about somebody that can cover a 6'6", 245 tight end as a cornerback. A couple weeks later, they're playing Mississippi. Elijah Moore, 5'9", 180. Incredible three-cone, incredible change of direction skills. Blazing fast guy. Who's covered him? Jaycee Horn, because that's the most dangerous guy. So they take Jaycee Horn, put him on him. When you have a guy with that kind of profile that you can just say, look, this is the most dangerous guy, whether he's a 6'6" tight end or a 5'9" slot receiver, and this same player can cover both of those, that's a piece you want to have in your secondary. And so I think, yes, there are some things to iron out with Horn. He's a bit grabby. You might draw some flags and stuff, but he can certainly play press. He can certainly play, press and sink, as you sometimes see in cover 2, where you press and then sink and try to take away the vertical routes. He can give you that cover 4 stuff. He can give you man. He can give you some other zone things. I love him as a matchup piece. So I think Jaycee Horn, if he's there and they go corner, that's a name to watch.
I love this pick. I absolutely love this pick. I think he plays with an aggressiveness that Eagles fans would just fall in love with immediately. And I do think I think they actually need more than one outside corner, probably at least 2 outside corners in this draft. Probably high picks for the Eagles if they miss out on a top playmaker at wide receiver. Shane, you wrote a breakdown on Jaycee Horn. What's up?
Yeah, so when I initially wrote my breakdown, I was far lower on Horn than consensus, which kind of scared me because, most of the time I'm pretty well on with the general consensus. And at the time, I was like, I don't know about this guy. So I've looked into him some more. I've read some more. I've definitely come up on him quite a bit. Now I've still got a lot of concerns about him, but I think Horn is the type of player that has a lot of potential. I think he's the kind of guy that's likely going to struggle in the initial transition into the NFL, like a lot of guys do. And I think if he can carry through that and learn, the amount of physicality he can play with and some of those other skills, the Jalen Ramsey comp is spot on. And I hate to put that on a guy, kind of like I hate to put Hill on Jalen Waddle, but it's the same type of player. And, he hasn't played a lot of zone coverage, but he was used remarkably similarly at South Carolina to the way that the Detroit Lions used Darius Slay. Just go cover their number 1. And so I don't know if you know, the Eagles have Darius Slay. So if you could stick that on both sides, that's going to open up a lot of things for them. So I think he has some bust potential if he can't get through the adjustment to, mirroring routes without being so grabby. But I do think he's got a lot of potential and could make a lot of sense for the Eagles at 12.
Yeah, and I think, with the presence of Slay, it will ease that transition where he doesn't have to be that guy right away. You could just say, look, you're going to be your cloud corner here. You usually play cover 2. You're going to be in the flat, press and sink if you need to. We'll get you up to speed. If we go man, you're covering option 2. You're not covering their top dog. We're going to let Darius do that. And I think it's an ideal situation. Some other environments, like, say the Jets that have an absolute glaring need in the secondary, or some other teams that really need a CB1 type of player, that could be more of a bust situation for him. But I think, look, in Philadelphia with the pieces that are already in place with Slay and others, I think that might be a good environment for him, which is why I like the fit.
And people definitely love his aggressive style. He's got sweat. I said on the last podcast we did, he's Jalen Mills, but he's talented. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I
finger
think that
wag,
makes
the
sense.
aggression, like he's got that alpha mentality, but he's just,
Yep.
I mean, he's a much more gifted player than Mills ever was. And I mean, he would be an exciting guy to watch do battle week in, week out.
Yeah, I mean, every time we write about him over a touchdown wire, we use the same lead header photo, which is him just like glaring down a receiver and John at him, because that's just who he is. And you need that as a cornerback. Like, you need that alpha dog, like short memory span. You need that, and he's got it. That's a big box to check.
Sixers win it! Wow! Oh man, Embiid just posterized Russell Westbrook.
You love the Philadelphia Eagles! Let me get a hell yeah!